Live from Villanova tonight's CSBA matchup in prime time. A little late prime time, but prime time nonetheless. 10:30. A little later than we expected to go here, but it is Friday night hoops. Wisconsin Badgers are going to come in and take on the Villanova Wildcats. Joining me in the booth, Jeff Mel. Sorry, Jeff, a little bit of a delayed start there, but we are ready to get jumped off here.
Yeah, better late than never. And you know what? This is sure to be a good one. Villanova, I expect them to maybe pull off, both teams coming in, though, very not how they really wanted to come into it. But I definitely think that Wisconsin and Villanova, this is one of the better games I think that we were going to see. And there's a reason why this one was Friday night, late Friday night. And I think Villanova rights the ship and gets the win in this one.
I'm excited for this one, and this is going to end our week 2 as we take a look at tonight's starting lineups. It's been a phenomenal week. There's been some really, really great games. A couple blowouts in this week, but there has been more good games this week than there were blowouts. So hopefully everybody tunes in for this one. It should be a good one. Good way to close out week 2 of our non-conference schedule before we have one more week of non-conference, and then we go right into the tournament, conference play, rather. I wouldn't say tournament play, but we're not there yet. But
man, you're really jumping a couple weeks here.
But I'm excited for this one. It should be a fun game. Let's get us tipped off here, kind of advance us to the tip here. Any predictions coming into this game, Jeff? You mentioned Villanova. You think it's going to come out on top?
Yeah, I just think that we're going to see Calvin Profit have one of his better games. He kind of took over last week in spurts, and he definitely grew on me. And by the end of the season, I think he's going to be in the running for some awards.
This is my first game call on either one of these teams this season, including preseason, so I am excited to see these two teams play. I've not had the ability to see Nova in person. And speaking of Calvin Profit getting us started off as getting Nova on the board 2-0 with the steal there, Jeff.
Yeah, I like that when some of my predictions come true so early in the game. And that's going to be the thing is Profit could get going any which way. I mean, if you want him to get going down low, he could do that. But he could also get it going when shooting the rock as well.
It's almost like you know what you're talking about, right?
Sometimes.
Profit now.
Don't tell my fiance that.
Okay, I'll keep it a secret. Profit, baseline jumper, got caught between shooting it off the glass and going right at the rim, and kind of an awkward shot. Patterson for 3, bang, and Wisconsin on the board, and their first bang of the game.
Yeah, Jaden Patterson, he's a blue chipper and looking really good for the Badgers. And the Badgers, they are not someone you want to take lightly because they can light the rock as well.
Kevin went up with the rebound. Quick outlet pass to Fulmore off the miss. Course court pass to Perry. Now over to Patterson. 14 on the shot clock. Going to get a high screen. Patterson now back over to Perry. Good ball movement here for a wide open Copley from the elbow. That's good.
And what a veteran presence to have when you have Kevin Nguyen and Copley on your starting team or starting roster that you could just go to. And you know that they could be at the right place in the right time, and Copley was just that.
Inbound pass to Gilbert on the low post. Everybody clears out, kicks it out to Brooks. Shot clock down to 3. Brooks going to have to fire it up, drives, pull-up jumper, no good, off the mark. Perry up at the rebound, and here comes Wisconsin the other way. Quick outlet pass to Fulmore. Fulmore went for the alley-oop. Good defense there by Nova. Quick outlet pass to Calvin Profit for another easy bucket, and it's a 1-point Wisconsin lead.
Yeah, P.J. Brooks getting that going in transition, picked up the loose ball and able to dish it ahead to Profit, and Profit knew what to do with it.
Copley thought about a 3, now picks it up, go over to Fulmore. Fulmore ripping the twine from the outside, bang.
What a shot, and what a release by Devin Fulmore, not having any regrets about that one when he shot it, no hesitation, and let it go.
Good play by Wright there in the paint defensively, getting the block. Quick outlet pass. The drive gives it to, wow, what a play. Oh my God, I did not see that coming. What a beautiful alley-oop in the low post to right, and he flushes that down with the left hand. What a play.
Yeah, P.J. Brooks, we saw that a couple of times last season at Syracuse. And here, taking it over, he knows he's a good passer, and he showed it right there.
Fade away from the low blocks by Kevin Nguyen, and that is good. Extends the Wisconsin lead by 4 as Villanova is going to take a quick timeout as we expect to see some subs come into this game. But Jeff, we're going to stay right here. What's your impression so far early on in this game?
I definitely like what I'm seeing from Wisconsin. They are not hesitating where they're taking their shots, no matter if somebody's in their face or not. And you got to like that if you're the Wisconsin coaching staff. Meanwhile, for Villanova, they've gotten it going through the transition game a little bit. We finally saw them use the half-court set where P.J. Brooks found right for the alley-oop dunk. I just think that right now things are starting to favor Wisconsin, but it's still early, and there is a lot of game left. And I think we got to start seeing more of a defensive game than what we've seen this far. I definitely think that these defenses are a lot better than what it's been.
That's good analysis by you on what we've seen so far. I agree with you, and apologize if the stream is a little bit jumpy. But we're trying to make sure we get as clean as possible. Quick inbound pass by Villanova over to Andrews. Andrews drives the lane too strong. Phillips with the offensive rebound and the putback. So Villanova cuts the lead to 2. Wisconsin now with the ball. Little pick and roll action. Corner three-pointer off the mark. No good. Phillips up with the rebound. Here comes Villanova the other way, Jeff.
Yeah, I kind of want to see what Villanova could do in their transition game.
Tabs with the flush. Running the floor. Good transition bucket for Villanova, and now they have tied it up at 10.
Yeah, that was a nice little transition game from the Wildcats. Definitely what you want to see if you're Holiday, the head coach for the Villanova team.
Little missed attempt there by Wisconsin, so chance for Villanova. Not a lot of ball movement here. Looks like they're going to go ISO. No, they're going to give it off the handoff to Schreck. Schreck baseline jumper, too strong. Carter up with the rebound, quick outlet pass. And here comes Wisconsin the other way. Almost a backcourt violation there. Luckily for Wisconsin, the forward was able to get past the half-court mark. Miller now for 3. Rattles in and out. That was halfway down and before it popped out, Jeff.
Yeah, I heard the D come out, or the B come out, like you were going to say, but then you had to take that back. So good recognition, sign that it rattled in and out. But yeah, the hoops here, a little bit unfriendly for the Badgers.
Kick outside, dabs for 3. Bang! There it is, on cue. Yeah, there's not much I can do, Ace, about this broadcast. It is what it is. We got to roll with whatever it is. Apologies. There's not much I can do. I'm having some computer issues. I'm trying to roll through it the best that we can. Just got to try to bear with us. I know it's going to be tough. I don't know if my CPU is going or what here, but we'll try to keep it rolling. Yeah, there's not much I can do. I might need to get a new CPU. I think that's what the problem is. I'm running on 2 monitors now because the third one was eating up some usage there. Miller gonna get a screen, fires up 3, no good, too strong. Hollywood up with the rebound, quickly outlets to Dabs. Now over to Schreck. Back to Dabs. Looks like it was a right setting up in the low post. Backdoor was open there for a brief second. Ball worked around the outside. Now Andrews with the ball drives the lane. Shot by Andrews, no good. Tilly up with the rebound. Here comes Wisconsin.
Yeah, just rush that shot a little bit.
Harrow firing quickly. Wisconsin very quick to throw up some shots here now. Things starting to not fall their way. Early on it was. Not so much in the last couple minutes here. Phillips.
Yeah, it's kind of been defensive battle for both teams.
Phillips kicks it out. Side now. Villanova looking to drive, penetrates, throws it up in the lane, not able to get it to go. Shrek kicks it out to Hollywood. Hollywood's going to take it 3. Bang! Theone Hollywood. We're going to Hollywood.
What song was that?
I don't know what song it was.
Oh, okay. I thought you were actually singing a real song there for a minute.
No. Well, I don't
know.
Whatever that song is, Hollywood. Hollywood.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but
yeah. Now I know what you're talking about.
So Nova can inbound. Wisconsin going to inbound the pass, and Andrews with the steal. 3-on-2 the other way. Going to give it over to Hollywood for the flush. Leone Hollywood now 2 good big back-to-back plays for Villanova.
Yeah. When you got the name Hollywood, you got to have a little flashy in your game, and he definitely has that, and lives up to having your last name of Hollywood. And just when Villanova, they were down when they took a timeout, they were down 10-6, and all of a sudden they went on a big run.
What a beautiful drive there by Wisconsin, able to lay that off the glass and good. So that's finally Wisconsin getting off the schneid. They went cold there for a while. Now cut Villanova's lead down to 6. Dabs over to Shrek. Looks like they're going to set up a play for Andrews. Andrews from beyond the arc. Bang! Shaden Andrews for 3. That's good.
They're just lighting it up now on the Badgers. It's just the Badgers just have no answer defensively because they're closing it out on their shooters. It's just the shooters of Villanova are just making their shots.
14 on the game clock. Good. Another beautiful drive by the Wisconsin backup point guard. Is that number 3? I forgot. Can you tell me on the roster who that is? Because I don't know his name. Well, I missed it.
Yeah. Number 3 is Percy Miller.
Percy Miller. Thank you. Miller has had 2 really nice takes to the rack. And at the end of 1, Villanova up. As we head to break, you're watching CSBA on Twitch TV. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Villanova up by 7. They've been looking pretty strong. I've gotten some decent play from their bench here that has extended the lead to 7.
Yeah, they've looked really good since that timeout when it was 10-6, and Villanova's just come out swinging on them.
3-pointer by Profit. That's good. Everything just going in Villanova's way right now.
Yeah, Wisconsin definitely needs an answer, either offensively or defensively.
Kevin went baseline skyhook, no good. Trying to look like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, not able to get that to go. Pass over to Profit. It's funny. There's not that many lefty point guards in this league, and I'm sitting here watching Profit. I'm like, why does it look so awkward? It's weird to watch. We got a lot of predominantly right-handed point guards throughout the CSBA, so.
Yeah, and Kevin DeWine knocks that out of bounds, so can't come up with the rebound. So giving another free possession to Villanova.
Nova up by 10, though. Let's see if Wisconsin can kind of dig in here on the defensive end, maybe force Villanova into some turnovers. 3-pointer from the corner again. Bang! Oh, they're going to call it a 2. They're going to call it a 2. Foot on the line. But Villanova, everything going in from the exterior right now. Gilbert up with the miss off the Wisconsin miss. Calvin Profit pulls up in transition for 3. Bang! Calvin Profit. He is everything as you called it in this game, Jeff. You called it before this game started about Profit.
I can't say I'm a prophet because Calvin is the prophet, and he is living up to his last name as well. So Hollywood, he's having a Hollywood-type night, and Prophet is just living up to what I said earlier. Making me look like a prophet. You know, sometimes you just got to play with the names, Scott. You just got to play with the names.
Pass over to Patterson, now over to Wen. Wen thinking about driving the lane. Double team comes now. Gives the backdoor alley-oop to Copley. What a beautiful play by Copley. Sorry for the little bit of lag here. We're really trying to work through this as best as we can. Get through this game. Maybe I can get a new CPU by the weekend. I doubt that, but we'll give it a try.
Amazon. They would deliver anything if you have Prime in one-day shipping.
I do.
That's not a. We are not sponsored by Amazon. I don't have a read, so that's all free advertising. Amazon, if you want to reach out to us, pay us some money, be happy to read some ads for you. Just in case they're watching, Scott.
Appreciate it. Almost a great play by Prophet to get Kevin DeWen and on the switch there up in the air, and then they feed it inside. The foul on the play, so Villanova are going to go to the line and shoot two. That guy, right?
Yeah, right. And not able to make the first one, but good recognition from Calvin Prophet, able to get into the teeth of the defense. He got Nguyen up in the air and then found right underneath and was able to get the assist leading to a foul.
Pass over to Fulmore. Fulmore drives, foul from behind by right, so Fulmore going to go to the line of two. Shoot two.
Yeah, much needed. I mean, Wisconsin can't keep trading baskets here with Villanova. They need to go on a little bit of a run here. We talk all the time that these games in the CSBA are all about runs, and Wisconsin needs to go on one just like they did to open up the game.
Free throw missed on the second, so right now Wisconsin's struggling against Villanova. Villanova has pretty much had their way right now in this one. Prophet with the fadeaway three, bang! That was a prayer, and it was answered. A la Steph Curry there. Wisconsin's struggling. I feel like they're not playing bad as Copley fires up for three. That's good. They're going to call it a two. But, I was going to say, Jeff, Wisconsin really having their way. Villanova having their way offensively. Wisconsin's not playing bad. Just Villanova shooting at a very high clip right now.
Yeah, I mean, they are coming lights out, and Holiday has the Wildcats playing at a much higher pace than maybe the Badgers anticipated coming into this.
Jaden Patterson off the mark there. Brooks up with the rebound, looking to push Villanova. Cross-court pass, turnover, and that's what the doctor ordered for Wisconsin. Fulmore drives, now gives it over to Copley. Copley baseline jumper wide open and hits it.
Yeah, nice play. Copley, the leadership on this Badgers team needs to start taking over. Nguyen been pretty quiet compared to his standards, but Copley, at least he's trying to make an effort to get the Badgers back into it.
Pass it over to Allen. Allen now on a low post to Gilbert. Gilbert trying to battle his way in. It does. Devin Fulmore having absolutely no chance there. Villanova just continues to shoot lights out, now shooting 56% for the game. Patterson was trying to set up in the low post. Copley now with the ball. Drives to his left. It's a little dipsy-do move. Now kicks out to Fulmore. Fulmore forced to shoot from the outside and rips the twine for two.
Yeah, nice shot to beat the shot clock buzzer. And Fulmore, he's looked really good in the limited possessions that he's had.
The funny part is, Jeff, I have no problems with bit rate right now. I'm having no problems with the frame rates. I'm having problems with the CPU, and it just randomly jumps from 20-something% to 60 to 70%. It's crazy. I think my CPU is on its way out.
happens, but you know what? I mean, that's why at least they make replacement parts that you don't have to buy a whole computer.
Yeah, no, I agree. Foul on the play. Miller foul. Going to go to the line and shoot. Excuse me, if Miller commits the foul, Villanova going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, Hollywood looking really good. He got his shot blocked the first attempt, but then able to corral it, go back up, and then that's when Miller caused the foul. But the big man, you gotta like it when they hit free throws.
So extends the lead back to 14. Pull up baseline jumper. No good. Carter with the offensive rebound, but Hollywood with the rejection. Quick outlet pass to Andrews for the flush in transition. Everything clicking for Villanova right now.
You know, sometimes it's your night, and just think it was 10-6. Villanova takes the timeout, goes on a run, and they have not looked back. Even when Wisconsin has gotten close, it seems like Villanova allows a little bit of thought to creep back into the Badgers' heads that, hey, we might be getting back into this, and then they stranglehold them yet again.
3-pointer for Wisconsin, no good. Phillips up with the rebound. Here comes Villanova again in transition. Dabs pull up 3, bang! I mean, everything is just going in from beyond the arc right now, and just like that, it's a 19-point Villanova lead. It's crazy.
Yeah, I can't say I saw this one coming, but I just liked how Holiday had the Wildcats playing coming into this game.
Another beautiful play by, what was that? You said Miller, right? Is the 3-point number 3?
Yep.
Miller again for Wisconsin. That's 3 times now he's had easy attempts. They got to keep. Maybe they should keep go back to that play multiple times, because every time Wisconsin goes to it, Miller has gone in for an easy layup. Maybe that is something porous on the Villanova team. Shot no good. Carter up with the rebound. Here comes Wisconsin. Trying to
Wisconsin needs to get going in transition.
Yeah, they do. They have not had been. Villanova's been really good about getting in back in transition again. And this time Miller switched hands. What a beautiful play. But a rejection by Willie Dabbs. Dabbs over to Andrews in the corner for 3. No good this time. But there it is. Leone Hollywood for the offensive rebound. So whenever Wisconsin comes up with the big stop, Villanova's getting the bounces their way.
Yeah, they are. They are in the right spot at the right time. Again, sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the head coach and Holiday. I mean, I know this is his first coaching opportunity that he's gotten, and he's making the most of it. I know they had a very hard non-conference in the tournaments preseason, but then even last week, I mean, they have just come to play this week.
Hollywood commits the foul, so Tilley going to go to the line. David Tilley going to shoot 2 here.
Yeah, this is when Wisconsin needs to take advantage. You got to make these free throws. You're at a point in the game where it could get away from you, and these free throws are going to be key.
Yeah, we talk about free throws being such an important part of the game.
It's even bigger when you're down this much.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the game the other night. I think the team that won had 20 trips to the free throw line. They were 19 to 20 from the line, and they won the game. And so free throws are important. Schreck for 3 again. Bang again. CJ Schreck again answering the call. Villanova shooting the lights out from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they are just making good use of the 3-point opportunities that they've gotten, no matter if it's somebody in their face or wide open.
Pull up 3 for Wisconsin. No good. Hollywood up with the rebound. Phelps to Schreck. Schreck again in transition for 3 this time. No good. Hollywood flying out of nowhere, grabbing the rebound and throwing a reverse dunk. Wow, clip that. Wow, what a dunk. What a play by Hollywood. That's a gift in the making if I ever saw one, Jeff.
Yeah, hopefully we get people to make gifts like that. I know I've seen a couple floating around, but that one definitely needs to be up there. And I mean, you got to love it when this community can do something like that.
Let's just hope the stream wasn't lagging for that one, because that was a highlight moment in itself.
Yeah.
So Wisconsin going to hold for one, down 20 here. Foul away from the play. C.J. Trek commits a foul. So Wisconsin going to shoot a technical and get the ball back. Miller hits the free throw.
Yes, again, I mean, you don't want to go down. You're not going to go down 20, but, I mean, you got to make this a little bit closer going into half.
What a play right there, Wisconsin. Good ball movement. Tilly hits the shot to end the quarter.
Ooh.
Cuts the lead to 17 as we head to the halftime.
Yeah, that was a big-time three. And to get it to 17 at the half, Badgers looking good here to close this one out.
So we'll talk through the halftime show here. Wow, why is this computer jumping to 83%? I don't understand. Do not understand that. It's a freaking black screen and it jumps. This thing is going to die on me. I'm telling you. Let's just get through this game. All right, so Jeff, you know, just looking at that first half as we're going to kind of look through some of the highlights here. If you're Villanova, what do you got to keep doing to get the W here? And if you're Wisconsin, what do you got to figure out here to stop Villanova to maybe
Villanova,
shot?
Just keep going in transition, because that transition game is opening up the 3-point looks that they're getting, and they're just continuing to hit their shots. So if they continue to do that in the second half, they're going to be fine. Meanwhile, Wisconsin, you got to get stops on defense. It starts on the defensive end because defense turns into offense in the game of basketball, and that's what they need to do. They need to get going. I mean, everything is favoring Villanova in this game, so you got to do something to turn the tide, whether it's, you know, getting the transition game going after a defensive rebound, even getting on the offensive boards, getting some loose balls. You know, you just got to keep showing, got to keep fighting through it. It's a long game. That's why this is the second half. And Villanova, maybe Wisconsin went into the locker room. They were like, all right, you know what? You know, they came at us with exactly what we thought they would. Now let's take it to them. And hopefully Wisconsin, they can do that.
Yeah, they definitely need to start doing something on the defensive end, and maybe a couple turnovers to start the half, get a little momentum in their favor. I mean, we've said this about a lot of games that we watch. Is its momentum is such a huge piece to it.
Yep.
Villanova will take. Wisconsin will take that miss, and here comes Wisconsin the other end. Kick out to Patterson for three in the corner. That's good. Jaden Patterson.
Yeah, he hasn't shot the basketball, it seemed like, since the first quarter. And big-time shot here to open up the second half.
Hollywood really holding the ball now. Finally, Allen gets the position he wants in the low post. Trying to body his way down. Good little play by Allen there. Not used to seeing that from a shooting guard, but...
Yeah, Allen's a nice little... player. I've had the luxury to call a couple of Villanova's games, and Allen has surprised me in almost all of them. And Phillips is another one. Joy Phillips is somebody that you know, can have a big game and can shoot the basketball and get points in spurts.
Villanova's got some nice players on this team. I'm really starting to like what I'm seeing from these guys as they continue to play well here against Wisconsin. Allen now going to pull it out. Hollywood has a size mismatch, but not the shooting clock to his advantage there as he tries up off the glass. No good. Bank is not open for Mr. Hollywood, apparently. Good pass in transition to Perry. Defense turning to offense. You called it, Jeff, during the halftime. They need to get some stops. They've gotten a couple stops here to start the second half. Cuts the lead now to 14.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing from the Badgers. And it seemed like that 3-point at the end of the with 1.2 left in the second quarter seemed to spark something with the Badgers, and then coming out in halftime looking really good.
So coming out of timeout, 14-point lead for the Villanova Wildcats, who have pretty much led almost the entire game here other than a little bit in the first quarter. Wisconsin really trying to dig in on the defense end. Look like they're stepping up a little bit, trying to close out the man. From what I can tell, a little give and go over to Calvin Prophet. Now back over to Gilbert. Bound pass, shot clock winding down. 4-3-2. Allen gonna have to fire it up. Man in his face, no good. And Wisconsin getting the stops that they need right now, Jeff.
Yeah, now we have to see what they could do on this end as they get it to Nguyen, who's going to get fouled on the play by Hollywood, and a good opportunity here for Kevin Nguyen to get some free throws.
So Nguyen going to shoot 2 here. Hits the first. Appreciate the low number of people we have watching this game tonight, but appreciate all 21 of you guys still sticking around to watch this one game. Right now, it's a 12-point game. Wisconsin starting to chip away at this Villanova lead.
Yeah, they've done little by little. Oh, man. P.J. Brooks was looking to dunk that one home and catch a body, but he's going to go to the free throw line. But I really like what I'm seeing. I mean, Wisconsin could have been down 20. They went into the half down 17. And they've just been coming back little by little, but still, they got to get this within 10 at least by the end of the third quarter.
Wisconsin calling timeout as the score goes back to 14. You're watching CSBA on Twitch TV. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Villanova. Jeff, the one thing I'm really liking so far that I've seen from this Villanova team is they play within their system. I mean, they look sound at every position. I do not see many flaws in this team at all. Patterson for 3, no good. Kevin Nguyen fights for the offensive rebound. They're going to call a jump ball as the Villanova player tussles with him for the rebound, and now they're going to jump it up as he swatted the ball away after the play.
Yeah, Wisconsin coming up big. They got the board there and then able to put it in off the jump ball.
Nice play off the tip for sure. Wisconsin able to take advantage. Pull up Calvin Profit. That's good. He's silky smooth. 13 points in the first half. He's absolutely looked stellar. Copley thought he was going to pull up from the elbow. Kicks it over to Nguyen in the corner. Kevin Nguyen now looking to post up. Fadeaway jumper. Rattles in and out. No good. Gilbert up with the rebound. Now, if you're Wisconsin, you're going to want to tell your big guy to go a little stronger at the rack and not fade away.
Yeah, I never like it when a big guy, fade away from the basket. You always want to at least body your way into the post, almost like Shaq Diesel.
Pass inside of Calvin Profit. Good defense by Devin Fulmore, forcing the miss, but Profit gets the rebound and puts it back in.
Yeah, nice opportunity there and able to convert that. And just a big basket there that Villanova needed because the Badgers have gone on a little bit of a run.
No problem, Coke. That's fine. Backdoor pass, Profit again. Profit is having a game. He's more like the Messiah in this one. Backdoor pass to Patterson. Patterson up. No, not able to get it to go. Things just not falling easily for Wisconsin, even though they had a great backdoor play. Calvin Profit again.
Oh. Two guys in the vicinity.
Shooting 60%, 21 points in 13 minutes is insane. Profit is just killing Wisconsin right now.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I know that we've had a couple good point guards. We have a couple good point guards. I don't know if we've seen a point guard like this in a while. I mean, I know, Adrian King and some of the other ball handlers like Spencer Murray, but you know what? I mean, Calvin Profit's just a different breed of point guard.
I mean, that little shake and bake take to the rack. I mean, you don't get better than that. He does remind me of King, but he reminds me of King in his freshman season. He does not remind me of King in the last 2 seasons. He reminds me of what Adrian King was in season 1.
Yeah, he's using his he knows his limits, and he knows that he has people around him that can help him as well.
Patterson hits that, cutting the lead back to 20. inside of P.J. Brooks. Brooks stripped. So turnover Villanova. Here comes Wisconsin the other way. Wisconsin now drives, forced to pick up the dribble. Gives it over to Fulmore. Fulmore going to pull it out. Course score pass to Copley. Copley now to Wen. Kevin Wen should have fired that. Had a clean look. Now they got 5 on the shot clock. Going to have to force one up here. Does from the elbow. Gets it to go.
Nice play. And Patterson, he's trying to do everything he can to will the Badgers back into this one. He's going to need some help. And I'm looking at Kevin Nguyen. I mean, he's been quiet on some occasions.
And there it is again, Calvin Profit. What a beautiful play, too. That's a nice little give and go along the sideline. Opening Profit up for the nice baseline bank off the glass and good.
I mean, I do like it when my little thoughts that I say at the beginning of the game turn out to fruition for myself. But at the same time, I mean, I also feel like I kind of disrespected the Badgers a little bit. But I mean, they got to be able to stop Profit if they want to pull closer to this game.
Perry fighting for the rebound, not able to get it to go off of the great play by Copley. Now Profit again drives off the glass again. Good. Profit going to have 30 by the time this game is over the way he's going right now. He is absolutely balling. Tulsa 52 calling it exactly right in the stream chat.
Yeah, he's balling. He's absolutely putting the Wildcats on his back. And the Badgers, they need full defense just to know where he is.
Allen for 3, bang!
That's P.J. Brooks.
That was P.J. Brooks, excuse me.
No way. And the lead just it was Scott for a moment there. It was looking like the Badgers were going to get within 10, and now it's past 20 again.
You know, the funny part of this entire quarter, as Profit brings up the ball, Profit has not forced these shots. They're all coming in as Brooks fired up again. This time not able to get to go. Kevin Nguyen up with the rebound, but all his points are coming in plays that, it's just natural. It's not forced.
Yeah.
So 68-45. See if Wisconsin has any kind of chutzpah left in there. A little gas left in the tank here. Maybe to see if they can try to make a run just to try to keep it respectable. But stick around. You're watching CSBA on Twitch TV. We're right back. All right, welcome back to Villanova. This has been an insane game. Calvin Profit, without a doubt, is going to get player of the game. This one, he's just been crushing it. But that actually was a great State Farm assist of the game. That was a phenomenal play. The one-handed alley-oop play for the one-handed flush.
Yeah, I agree. That was a very nice play by State Farm to actually come up with a nice assist of the game.
And there's been some good ones in this game, so that credit them to find that one. Tilly, a little spin move, not able to get it to go, kicks it out to Carter after getting his own rebound. Now Miller, there's that screen play, except this time it's on the other side. Wisconsin not able to take advantage. Now Miller going to have to fire one up from well beyond the three-point line. That's off the back rim, no good. And here comes Villanova. Pass to Phillips. Phillips with the flush and transition. By the way, Jeff, Profit's still on the court, by the way.
I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. But, this does mean that he might come out sometime early in this fourth quarter, at which point we might not see him the rest of the game.
Good play by Christopher Carter on that last one for Wisconsin. A little give and go. A beautiful give and go. Wow. What a play between the two guards. As Dabbs, I think Dabbs is a guard. Dabbs to Profit, a little give and go. And it's been all it's like I feel it's Calvin Profit 72, Wisconsin 47. Dabbs quick. I know that's not the case, but Dabbs to Andrews. Yeah. Andrews with the flush. Jaden Andrews. If you're Wisconsin, Jeff, 38% ain't gonna cut the mustard.
No.
And
that's probably one of the reasons why they're down this big is they just can't hit their shots consecutively. Like they'll come down, they'll hit a nice bucket, but then outside of that, it's like they're missing bricks after brick after brick, and then it's just turning into a transition fest then or a steal fest for the Wildcats.
Phillips turns it over, he gives it over to Andrews. Andrews foul, good hard foul by Jay Harrow. Harrow. So Andrews is going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Taking 2 shots.
Later, Rage. I don't think they get into 98. I don't think so, Grizz. But especially if Profit goes out of the game, which I believe he just did. 3-pointer for Wisconsin. That's good.
Yeah, this is the opportunity that the Wisconsin Badgers needed. You got Profit out of the game, and now maybe give your best shot against the second string for the Wildcats.
Demps commits the foul, so Villanova going to go to the line.
At the line. 2 shots.
It's a 30-point blowout. You're giving me a hard time over the pronunciation of a name. Give me a break. I was making a joke anyway. I said, "Hello." 28-point lead right now for the Wildcats. All pretty much from the amazing game Calvin Profit has had in this one. Bite me, Tyler. That's all I gotta say is bite me. Quick pass to Andrews. Andrews in transition. That's good. Jaden Andrews.
Big time shot there in transition. Stop, pop, and right down the chute. And again, everything's still rolling for the Wildcats.
Wisconsin not able to hit it there again. Another failed 3-point attempt. Cross-court pass. Andrews in the corner for 3. Finally missing. 3-pointer for Hero. That's good. Hero. At this point, I mean, if you're Wisconsin, you're just playing for respectability. Jaden Andrews, I think, picking up where Calvin Profit left off, Jeff.
Yeah, and, I mean, that's something that Villanova is going to need to continue to have all season long is once Profit goes out, you got to have somebody that could come in on the second unit. And we see it time and time again, sometimes the teams the better teams will always have somebody in that second unit that could come in with their starters on the bench.
Phillips counted and 1, so he's going to go to the line and shoot 1, try to complete the 3-point play. Hey, by the way, I mean, how good is this Big East? This Big East is insanely good. There's so many good teams in it.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable what we're seeing from these new teams. It's going to be a crapshoot all season long. Georgetown is up there as one of the better teams in the CSBA. Marquette, Notre Dame, Providence is, hit or miss, but you know what? They went up against a buzzsaw in UCLA who decided to put their foot down the first game of this evening. And then you got UConn, UConn and Georgetown might be like 1A, 1B. I would even throw Villanova there as 1C and then pretty much, go from there. I mean, if other coaches in the Big East want to use that as bulletin board material, by all means, go for it. But, I just got to call it like I see it.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that has impressed me, I mean, yes, Providence lost today, but at least 5 of the 6 teams, and I'm not listening. No knock on Providence by any means. I've seen them play well, but Villanova could be talked about. I mean, especially with a performance like this, to be right up there with the Marquettes and the Georgetowns of the Big East. At least the way Calvin Profit has played this game. But I've seen this entire team play within a system. I really haven't had many bad plays in this game at all.
Yeah, and me and Zach called their. Zach and I called their. I gotta stop doing that. Zach and I called their game last week, and we called both Wisconsin and then Villanova consecutively. And boy, I mean, Wisconsin got the win last week, and now going up against Villanova, they probably Holiday was wanting to show that Villanova, we're not going to go down lightly.
Well, this game has been phenomenally coached. I mean, the game plan was a masterpiece, and and the painter was Calvin Prophet for sure, because he's the reason why Villanova won this game in a cakewalk for them. So Fisher now over to Andrews. Andrews going to get a screen here. No, Caldwell going to bail him out. So we're going to commits the foul. Hollywood going to go out of the game. Hollywood. He had that nice dunk in the first half off the miss. Fisher floater in the lane, followed by Rollins. Wow.
Nice play. I mean, Villanova, you thought that they might not get to 98, but they'll definitely hit 90.
Oh yeah. That's a bold statement with 2 minutes to go, only needing one to get there, Jeff. Just
I know.
Really going out on a limb on that one, buddy.
I went on the limb and said Calvin Prophet is going to have a big game. He did. So you know what? Now I'm fine the rest of this just to close out this week and get it done.
Any other predictions at this point is
It's all just icing on the cake.
Yeah, it's definitely icing on the cake.
it definitely is. I'm patting myself on the back. Don't hate me.
And put Prophet back in the game, and they'll definitely get to 90.
Hey, I wouldn't mind that. He's definitely an exciting player. Definitely somebody that CSBA fans need to tune in to see, because you never know what you're going to see from him.
Oh, I say Andrews was wide open. They totally missed him. 5 on the shot clock. Backdoor pass to Andrews, and he gets swatted. And I have about just under 3 seconds to get a shot off here. Claxton not giving up on the play. I'd laugh so hard right now if Villanova doesn't score the rest of this game. Just to spite you. That would be funny.
Hey, I mean...
There it is.
They don't.
There it is. Rollins with the shot.
They love me here at Villanova.
91-59. Nova running away with this game. Has run away with this game. I shouldn't say running away with the game. Has run away with this game. I'm very, very impressed with the way this Villanova team has been coached. Their game plan coming in this game was superb. See if this can carry them over to their next game on the schedule. Good pass from Andrews to Phillips. Joey Phillips has had a nice little game, 11 points.
And Villanova takes on Texas to close out non-conference play next week.
Who did they play week 1? They lost their first game, right?
Yeah, they lost to Oregon State 85-76.
Okay. Well, it looks like Coach Halliday has found the right ingredients and the right game plan for his team here. So see if that carries on into next week. If you're Wisconsin, you got to kind of just press the reboot button, figure out what went wrong in this game. Maybe Rollins with another follow. If you're Wisconsin, maybe mix something up here. I know you're coming off a win from last week. Rolling the same settings may not necessarily, same game plan may not. It's not going to always work against every team. You're going to want to, if you're going to want to win, if you're going to win in this league, you're going to want to try to, look to each game as a different game and figure out a different game plan.
And here's the thing: is Wisconsin played Florida State back in the NIT. They lost that one 92-69, and they have to take on Florida State yet again next week to close out non-conference play.
That'll be interesting to see what they do there. But congratulations to the Villanova Wildcats. Calvin Profit absolutely. We didn't even get, the end of that clock, the end of the game just kind of flew by. We didn't even get a stoppage for the Jordan player of the game, which 110% would have gone to Calvin Profit. We're going to take a look at the post-game stats here. I'm curious to see how many points he had before we move it, before we sign off. But he had a phenomenal game. Let's take a quick peek real quick at the box because 29 points, 13 of 19 shooting, Jeff. That's insane.
He was efficient, man. He got up and down the court. He did it defensively. He did it, and it turned into offense. I mean, he got it going offensively. He got the first bucket for him to open the game, and he just didn't stop. And he kept going. He knows how to put the ball in the basket, and he's going to be a difference maker. And he's only a freshman, and he's playing in his third game. So imagine what he's going to look like a season from now or 2 seasons from now.
The one thing I don't like, and I feel like this is definitely a stat glitch, he had no assists in this game. Not that Villanova needed it. They did not need it because based on the final score, as you can see, but not one assist. And that's something that bothers me a little bit, but at the same time, you can't fault him for a phenomenal game. 13 and 19 shooting is just shooting the ball lights out. Let's take a look at the team comparison real quick. 58% from the floor, which is a huge reason why Villanova won this game, ran away with this game. Pretty much all other than the time of possession, every stat tipping in the scales favor of Villanova. 64% from three, which is it's an insane number in itself, Jeff. 77% from the free throw line. Fast break points, points in the paint, second chance point. I mean, it's all to Villanova. They've crushed Wisconsin in this game. So I don't know if there's much more that I can say beyond just looking at these numbers and saying, look. I mean, the score says it, and the stats say it.
This was a very deciding win for Villanova, and one of the first that Holiday has had in his young coaching tenure. And I mean, enjoy it. They worked hard for it. 95-63, but at the same time, now it's you enjoy it for a day. I mean, this is sort of like the coach. I'm blanking on the name right now. Joe Madden. Madden. He would always say like you enjoy the win, but then the next day is when like you enjoy it for 24 hours, but then you go right back to the next game. So it's all about just enjoy this win, but know that it's time to get back to work in about a day for your next matchup coming up. And Villanova has a tough matchup coming up with I believe they were playing Texas. Meanwhile, Wisconsin, they need to right the ship a little bit, and they're going up against a measuring stick game in Florida State. Florida State's looking really good, and if they can maybe work on some things and a thing here or there can change the outcome. And Florida State, I mean, that's going to be a good game for Wisconsin to see where they are in terms of the competition that they might see throughout the Big Ten. Because remember, last season, the Big Ten was really top-heavy. You had Michigan, and then you had a couple teams under that. And Wisconsin, kind of a down year for them. Still made it into the tournament, but that's going to show you where you are and where you need to get to.
Yeah, I mean, games like this certainly not going to curry any favor in the selection committee's hands. But, you got to throw this one away. Next week you got Florida State, a 2-0 Florida State who's been stellar so far this season, really showing out so far the CSBA. I would not be surprised if FSU rolls over Wisconsin in that game. I mean, obviously you got to play the games for sure, but the way FSU is playing right now, Wisconsin better figure something out fast. Otherwise, they're going to be heading into conference play and at a 1-2 record going in. Great games on the slate for next week. Kansas, USC Monday night. Duke, Oregon, Clemson, Kentucky on Monday. Tuesday, as we were talking about, FSU, Wisconsin, followed by UCLA, Louisville. Louisville playing pretty well. New look Louisville team, so we'll see if they're able to hold home court against UCLA in that one. Ohio State versus Georgetown, and Ohio State might have their hands full. I believe they lost tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Purdue Upstart Purdue's looked really well so far this early on in the season, although tough task at hand to take on the Oklahoma State Cowboys in Oklahoma State. So that should be an interesting game in itself. As we were talking about, Villanova are going to play Texas. But Texas coming off a loss last week, so and they're going to be on their home court, so they're going to be primed and amped and ready for that game. Villanova can come in and play the way they played tonight, Jeff. Certainly going to be a good game there. And then followed by that, Notre Dame, Tennessee. And then Thursday night, we have Oregon State, Indiana, Florida, Providence, North Carolina, UConn. That's a game you're going to want to tune in for. That's at 10 p.m. And then Friday, another great. Listen, Friday night's game is probably the best of the week. You guys are going to want to tune in for that. Marquette, Syracuse, Michigan State, Gonzaga, UNLV, Michigan. So there are a lot of games this week. You're not going to want to miss one. There's a lot of good matchups here, Jeff.
Yeah, there are. And the parity in this league is showing itself here in Season 3. And, I can't wait to see how this last week of non-conference games go before, conference games open up the following week.
Should be exciting. Appreciate everybody sticking around for this post-game show for Friday Night Hoops. For Jeff Mell, I'm Scott Drake, a.k.a. Wire71. We are out. See you guys on Monday night. Hopefully I have a computer that's working. Peace. See everybody else. Have a good